Hey guys, my name is Modi and welcome back to Modi Speaks. Today guys, I need to talk about something that has been tearing me up inside for quite a while now. The more I delve into Islam, really studying its text, its history and its realities, the more repulsed I become. It is not some abstract debate for me anymore. Sometimes, when I sit by myself, I get this lost, melancholic look on my face. People around me notice and they wonder what is going on. But the truth is, I am lost in thought. I am lost in pain over all the atrocities that Islam keeps dishing out to people, even in this day and age. I want to be very clear and crystal from the start. This video is not going to be about me hating every Muslim or painting every Muslim with the same brush, but it is about calling out dangerous practices and ideologies that a lot of them within the faith defend, promote, and live by. Practices that harm the most innocent people amongst us. Now, as somebody who plans on having kids in future, I am very concerned about the welfare of children. Children are not political pawns or religious cannon fodder. They deserve protection. No culture, no religion, no tradition gets a pass on exploiting them. That is the hill I am willing to die on, and that is why we are having this conversation today. Forgive my nasal congestion. Let me take you back to a discussion I had with you guys some time ago. I talked about how another Islamic country, Somalia to be precise, had to fight against a new bill introduced to raise the marriage age for girls to 18. A group of old men in Somalia waged war against the government over this. They protested in the streets. Many of them made videos crying and pleading. They threatened that Allah's punishment would break up upon anybody who didn't keep marriage age for girls as low as 6 years old, as long as the girl was mature. And maturity, according to Islamic belief, is whenever the child could handle it, which could be as young as 6 years old. Nothing shocked me more than that. Why? Because their Prophet Muhammad himself did it. Okay? He married Aisha when she was 6 years old and consummated the marriage when she was just 9 years old. Imagine that. Now, this is not some fringe interpretation or ancient myth pulled out of thin air. This is straight from the core hadiths that millions of Muslims hold as authentic and exemplary. I thought in this modern era, with all the progress we've made on human rights, surely this belief was fading. But no, it is still going on stronger and stronger even today. That realization hit me like a gut punch. I was extremely surprised. I honestly thought that nothing else could shock me after that about Islam. But then, a few days ago, I came across videos that broke me in a whole new way. Videos of very little children, some of them not even up to 3 years old, being indoctrinated by their own parents and communities to become martyrs and jihadists for Allah. There are so many of these clips and they are heartbreaking and disturbing beyond words. I decided I had to bring it to your attention because I'm not going to be the only one to witness this. This is one of them.
Da, de șpie da păirea că e. S-a rohti cravauti. Păi se ceată urcă e. A? Mortă urcă e. Morțul Yavzuie că e. Nu ne din stă? Da. Da, de... دا بل زیر لا وباس دا صدري چادر جوړ کړی یو ودر دا یو بل بم تیر او بس.
These kids are being suited up with multiple explosives in preparation for a possible jihadist attack. their little faces, their innocent eyes, trained to smile for the camera, okay, while adults strap bombs to their bodies. It is not just one video, it is a pattern. I saw so many videos. These children have been made to see martyrdom as something they should look forward to. So many Islamic voices, their clerics, their parents have told them that if they bomb themselves or sacrifice themselves for Allah, that is the greatest feeling, the greatest reward every Muslim should strive for. You hear them being told that the most beautiful thing they can do for Allah is to engage in jihad, to die a martyr. That is the greatest feeling. These children have been indoctrinated from a very young age, strapped with explosives and made to believe that blowing themselves up is something glorious, a ticket to paradise. This one is a little boy of about 3 years old, whose Muslim father posted online to brag about his son's commitment to jihad. He told the 3-year-old boy, 3 years old, to behead his own kuffar teddy bear as a sacrifice for the sake of Allah, the God of Islam. Just take a look. طويلا ستبقى بحربي ستشقى بماذا ستلقى فتنكبرا إذا الخيل جالت وشالت وصالت لهذا استحالت لظى المسعرا تكبير وجاء القصاص تكبير شرار الورى إذا الخيل. Imagine the indoctrination, guys. Imagine dressing this child up in that costume to resemble a Muslim jihadist warrior and teaching him to slash the throat of his teddy bear. Because according to you, the teddy bear is kuffar, is an infidel. What is wrong with these people? Why are they living centuries apart from the rest of the world? This video will probably be demonetized by this platform. I am sure of it. I'm sure it's going to be demonetized, but I really had to risk it to show you guys what is actually going on. We have more dangerous videos showing a child who was turned into a walking weapon by a bunch of terrorists who strapped a suicide bomb to a little boy and sent him to die. But luckily, some soldiers saw this little boy and they saved him.
هذا عبارة عن حزام ناسف وضعوه جرذان داعش. هذا جو وياكم؟
لا وحده.
وحده؟
وحده.
بارك الله فيكم. نشكر القوات الأمنية والحشد الشعبي اللي اليوم وقف وقفة مشرفة، ونشكر العوائل النازحة اللي هم بلغوا على هذا الطفل لأنه غريب وماسك بطنه وشكوا بهذا الطفل مو خالي، فنشكر. لا حبيبي ما اسوي لك شيء، هاي مو عليك ابني، هاي لا، هاي طق عليك ابني، تنفجر عليك. شوف وين وصلوا إلى هذه.
Children turned into weapons in Islam. It is a very heartbreaking thing to witness. It is so despicable. Imagine the trauma that lives with this child. Imagine the brainwashing that goes into this type of children. Imagine the complete destruction of these kids' innocence. This is pure child abuse. I can't believe this is happening even in this day and age. This is the kind of nonsense we have to call out loudly and without apology. Not because we are Islamophobic. That is the lazy smear that the left throws around just to shut down debate. We are not saying that because we are Islamophobic. No, but because protecting children is a fundamental human value that transcends politics, religion, or borders. What I'm drawing attention to is not abstract theological debates. It is real children we are talking about here. Kids whose childhood are being stolen, whose minds are being poisoned, and whose bodies are being turned into weapons. The deep indoctrination happening here is systematic. From the earliest ages, these children are not just learning prayers or stories. They are being programmed to view jihad and self-sacrifice as the ultimate purpose in life. Parents and clerics teach them that blowing themselves up all in the name of Allah is going to be the greatest thing they achieve in their lives. They are being taught that committing suicide is not a tragedy. No, it is a triumph for Allah. They are being told that it is the highest honor for a Muslim. And this is tied directly back to the same sources that justify marrying off 6-year-old little children. When your foundational example, in this case their PDF file Prophet's life, normalizes child brides and violent conquest, it creates a pipeline where maturity is whatever the adults decide, and unnecessary violence becomes holy. It becomes a religious pursuit. I refuse to stay silent on this evil. I cannot keep quiet and allow these kids to suffer. Liberals love to lecture us about protecting the marginalized, but when it comes to Islamist practices like this, when it comes to children being actually marginalized, they go quiet or they pivot to Islamophobia talking points. Meanwhile, in places like Somalia, grown men cry in the streets, not for the children being harmed, but to preserve their right to be able to marry children before they even get to 18 years old. To marry them even when they are as young as 6 years old. And the greater part of the Islamic world is training the boys to become bombers. Children should be protected full stop, even if they are born into Muslim families, even if they live in Islamic countries. Innocence has no religion. A 3-year-old strapped with explosives is not brave. He is a victim of evil adults, twisting their religion to become a death cult. If you are someone who claims to be in support of the protection of the weak and in support of calling evil by its name, then you must speak up now. Because this is evil, full stop. We don't need to understand or contextualize it. We only need to condemn it and demand that it stops. This evil keeps me up at night because children are the future. Not just, the future of their communities, but the future of all of humanity. We have a moral duty to shield them from indoctrination into hate and into violence, no matter the cost to political correctness. But as always, guys, these are my thoughts and my opinions. Please feel free to share yours in the comment section below, but do so respectfully. Also, if you're not subscribed to this channel, honestly, I don't know what you're waiting for. Subscribe to the channel. Like and share this video to keep people informed, and consider joining my membership or buy me a coffee if you like, as a way of supporting the channel. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope to catch you on the next one. For now, peace.